Look at this. That's what I mean. See that? It's in the red. It actually show you that ain't good. What's up, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, your boy Tate, man. And y'all already know when I get on YouTube, it do get crazy. Hold on, what happens when I get on YouTube? It do get crazy, gang. How many of y'all see it? Get in the comments right now, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Man, y'all gotta help me run this up, man. I need y'all to help me run this up. The only way my channel gonna grow, if y'all help me. The only way my shop gonna get bigger, if y'all help me. The only way I'm gonna get more followers on Instagram is if y'all help me, man. Go ahead, if you rock with your boy, man, go take one of my videos or one of my posts or anything, share it to a friend. That's the only way we can grow over here. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, if you watch my last video, in fact, let's take it a little bit further than that. If you watched the video before my last video, then that means you watched that video about 4 months ago. And that means shout out to you, because that means you really rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been going from YouTube for a long time, but yeah, I had to get my mind right, man. I had to get a lot of stuff in order, but we back, man, like we never left. And with that being said, yeah, if you watch my last video, then you know I shut my other shop down. I got a new shop. I got a bigger shop. I really just outgrew that one. That's really what it was, man. I had a lot of issues over there. They was towing my cars. They towed 3 cars at one time. Had to pay like $1,200 to get them back. Couldn't keep my boat over there. They was tripping about that. It was just a lot going on. Plus, I needed space. I needed more space anyway. I could work better in a bigger space. And my shop over there wasn't insulated. So it was like in the summer, hot summer days, then that's why I would go to the shop at night, because it was cooler. But enough with me talking, man. Let's do a tour on my new shop. I'm gonna tell y'all what we got going on today. So here we go, man. This trailer ain't gonna be in here. This trailer ain't gonna be in here. So that space that's just getting taken up temporarily for right now. Got my big old fan blowing, engine hoist over there in the corner. That's where I'm gonna keep all my tools at. So I'm gonna keep all my tools at over here. You know what I'm saying? This was a quick put up type of deal, you know what I'm saying? It was just quick. We came through here and put everything up as fast as possible. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna keep all the tools at. The reason this engine is on this engine hoist right here is because this Jeep, this engine going in there. It's just a 5.7 Hemi, nothing special, just a remove and replace. So if you want to learn if you want to learn something from that process, then go ahead and stay tuned to this video, because we're definitely about to do that. But anyways, let's continue the tour. Yeah, that's where all my tools at over there. This here is a 2017 Chevy Sonic. I caught this car for a little bit of nothing. It only got 72,000 miles on it. It started up for real, believe it or not. Even with all that crashed up, this car actually runs. The battery did. Door unlocked. Let me see. Door locked. This is a customer's truck too, by the way. This Chevy Sonic is mine. It's one of them that I picked up from the auction, and I grabbed it because if you look in here, it runs. None of the airbags blew. It's clean, 72,000 miles. All I got to do is really just clean it up, put the front end on, and I'm gonna make a big profit off this car. I got this car for $700 from the auction with a clean title. Although it's crashed, it comes with a clean title. Yeah, so that car there got this space behind the Jeep. Got all this space back here with no car in it. I'm gonna actually push that Jeep back and work in this area actually when I get to putting the motor in. That's my little spot right here, man. You know, when you got a shop, especially with shop owners or not even owners, the guys who work at the garage, mechanics, whatever, you need your little area to sit down in and relax. This is mine right here. I got my as you can see, I've been eating some Sonics. I'm gonna have my TV. I still gotta bring my little TV and sit it right there. I ain't gonna keep that 50-inch that I had in, like 75-inch I had in the last shop. I just want something small, put my Wi-Fi box right there. Again, this is where I chill at. Got my little gaming chair, got my fan, Porter Cool fan. And got that blowing directly on this area, so when I just want to come chill. Got my fan, got my refrigerator up top. Got that H2O in there. Gotta keep that water. See, this thing busting too. You can see the ice on the back. But yeah, got the colors in the cut. This build right here gonna be crazy, y'all. I'm talking about crazy. This here, I'm going to another level with it. And like I said, it's gonna be everything in-house. Well, 90% of the stuff in-house. I'm talking frame off, painting the belly, interior. Yeah, it's gonna get like that LS swap. And it's gonna be my first LS swap, and I'm doing it on my own. So stay tuned to that build, because you're gonna learn what I learned. And what that means is everything that I'm doing in my videos, you can actually take from my videos and try it at home. Because I'm gonna show y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of these car builds is not as hard as the people building them make it seem. It's not really that hard, and you will save hundreds of thousands of dollars watching me. I promise you. All right, let's get back to this tour. All right, so I got this Jeep over here that needs to be rebuilt. That's the one that if you watch my last video, that you seen that I drove it on that was the one that I put on the trailer. But again, I know that probably look like a hard build to y'all, but it's not. It's a simple build. But what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna put the SRT front clip on it. Yeah, but the reason I pushed it in the back next to the colors, because these are my own personal toys. I gotta knock my customers out first. Then I'll go ahead and play with this type of stuff. Also, I got my boat over here in the back. And but the first thing to get worked on for sure is that Jeep. I'm actually working on this Jeep and this Chevy Sonic at the same time. What I'm gonna do for the Jeep is I'm gonna put the motor in it. That ain't gonna take me but a day or two. This, I'm just gonna break it down and find out exactly what's broke and what I need to order, get a parts list on it, and we'll get into that. And what else over here? Okay. Got the frame machine in the cut. And I got a lot of miscellaneous stuff down there that I don't really use like that. Power washer and all that type of stuff. A whole bunch of boxes too. The boxes back there is actually for this boat. I got the wrap that I'm putting on it. The turf flooring I'm gonna put on there. We'll get into that on another video. We get in depth about the boat. But speaking of the boat, y'all, when I took my time off YouTube, I was working on this boat. And I'm gonna actually put some I think I got some old clips on my phone of some of the stuff I ran into when I was working on it. But anyways, this boat has got new flooring in it. It's been, I'm talking about thoroughly detailed cleaned. It also has a new motor put in it. And also the new Bravo 1 outboard. That's why it's so clean back there. I painted all that, refreshed it up. And I actually took it out to the water. But the problem was when I took it out to the water, it turned on perfectly fine. It was running. But I started getting water. Like pumping through the block of the motor. I literally had water from the lake coming through the oil dipstick. Now, again, this is my first time working on boats, but I'm not scared of no task, so I'll attack anything. So I couldn't figure out, I'm thinking, okay, the only way water would be able to get into the engine block is either a crack block, the water jackets from the manifolds obviously cracked. So I changed the water jackets, checked for the crack block, it had neither one. Drained all the water out, changed the manifolds anyway. And changed all the oil out, drained it all out, took it back to the lake maybe like a couple days later, and I had the same issue. So at that point, I'm thinking the engine cracked, and I just don't know where it's at. So I gave up. I never drained the water out or anything. But after further research, comes to find out, I'm about 100% sure that it's my oil cooler. It's cracked. That's why the water is pumping under so much high pressure from the water pump out of the lake directly into the block. Problem is, that's not a hard fix, but the problem is, when I thought the engine was messed up, I never drained the water out. So when you leave water in your engine, what that causes is rust, and pretty much causes the hydro lock up. And I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a nerd, but I had to figure this all out myself. So I'm hoping that by us having like hot weather here in Texas, that it didn't cause too much rust. You know, it didn't get too dry, stay moist, I'm hoping. But it still had oil in it, just had water mixed in it. So my plan is, before I get started on the Jeep, because I already jumped up there, that's why you see that ladder there, I jumped up there, used the ratchet, it turns over. I don't like the way it sounds when it turns over, but it do turn over. So my plans is to get up there, and I'm gonna take out the spark plugs of that, and I'm gonna take the drain plug out, and let all the water and oil just flow out the drain plug hole. Oh, I mean, I said take the drain plug out. I mean, I am gonna take the drain plug out, but I'm gonna take the oil pan screw out and let all the water, oil drain up out of there. I'm gonna let it just gonna come out of the drain plug, but I'm gonna put a pan under there to let that fill up. Hopefully I don't make it too big of a mess. And while that's all draining, I'm gonna be working on the Jeep. That's how we're gonna do this. All right, enough of me talking, let's get to it. Oh yeah, and I got a new little device, y'all. I don't know if y'all got one yet, but we're gonna try this out for this video. I'm gonna actually mic up, put my mic on, and I got this little gadget for my Pocket 3 that kind of like makes the camera follow me around. So that way I ain't gotta have nobody actually, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta have nobody here sitting in here recording. Speaking of that, let's try it out. I'll try it out right here, matter of fact. Let's try it out, y'all. Hold on. All right, now I'm finna bag up. See if this thing follow me. All right. Okay. Follow me. We'll go to the boat. I bet we're gonna walk this way to the truck. See how accurate it is. Okay, it came out. There it goes. It caught me again. Let me see if I place the camera down. Maybe that's what it is. A little sensor on there. Now let's see if it's gonna catch it. Follow me. Pretty good. It's pretty accurate for real though. Yeah, this is actually accurate. So yeah, we're gonna use this little gadget and let's see how this video go. All right, so I went up there and I took the drain plug out, and I haven't took the spark plugs out. I just took the drain plug out. And look at this. This is what oil and water look like when it's mixing. Now the good part about this is actually just bad. Your engine oil should never have water in it. So if you see this, it's a bad sign, especially in the car. Because this is almost a guarantee. You see this in your car, I don't even know how it's still running. Boats, they system a little different. But anyways, this is exactly what your oil looks like when water get in it. So in the car, if you got a real bad head gasket, this is what your oil look like. Like I said, boats are a little different. So even though that this is a bad sign, it's actually a good sign, because see how slow it's coming out, and it's not all super watery, which means there was a lot of oil in it, which means it's not fully just water. It still lubricated the engine a little bit. So that's why I was able to get it to turn over. Now we got to get all of this out. So I'm gonna sit there and let this drain as much as possible. When I see it stop dripping, then I'm gonna go up there, take the spark plugs out, turn the engine over. Yeah, just keep turning the engine over with the spark plugs out, and water should shoot out if it's with any water in there. Then we're gonna fill it back up with oil, do an oil change on it. Basically do about 5 or 6 oil changes on it. So when you're doing something like this, you can buy the cheapest oil, because you just putting it in and then draining it out. That's all you really doing. Just trying to lubricate the engine, that's all. But yeah, while that's draining, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the Jeep. I done already slid it back. Now my first step is get it jacked up completely off the ground. I'm gonna use the ramps for the back, and I'm gonna use jack stands for the front. Then we'll get to taking it apart, and I'm gonna explain the easiest way. Okay, look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna explain it the simple way. I'm gonna explain it the way when you didn't go to school for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be using those big words and using terms and treating you like you as the watcher, treating you like you dumb and you should know this. Like, I'm gonna try to teach y'all how to do this and explain this in our type of language. You feel me? Our YouTube certified type of language. All right, y'all. So yeah, stay tuned to the video. We about to get to it. All right, y'all. So I'm in one of my favorite stores, Harbor Freight, of course. It's a new location though since I moved my shop. But I gotta come in here and get a few things. Some stuff I misplaced, like my crescent wrench. I can't find it. Well, I got my small one, but I don't know where the big one at. That's what come when you get this moving around and moving shops. You're gonna lose shit. But I come in here for an engine compression test. I thought I had one, but it's oil pressure what I got. But I need engine compression because I need to check the. Hold on, where we at? Where we at? This all this stuff is basically like for your suspension. Engine compression should be in this area though. It's all like body work stuff. We finna find it though. Don't worry about it. We finna find it. Let's see. Down here. Should have been over there though. Let me find this, y'all. Hold on. All right, here we go. So they got all different kind, you know what I'm saying? Deluxe compression tests. Ain't really bad, but they all do the same shit, to be honest with you. They all do the same. Just get a little fancy. This the one I'm gonna go with, simply because it's quick connect. As you can see, right, what they say? Diagnose worn piston rings, burnt valves, and bad head gaskets. Ideal for performance vehicles. And what that say? That's exactly what we're working on. All right, we're gonna get this. And we're gonna grab us a wrench. Oh yeah, and I gotta get some oil dry pads. It's the best shit they could have ever made for shop owners. All right, so I couldn't find the wrench. I think that's old school, what I be working with. They got all this new stuff over there. But yeah, so I'm gonna just keep it old school. I'm gonna go with the vice versa. But these here's the towels I'm talking about. And I tell y'all, this is the best stuff you can have when working in the shop. The best stuff, gotta have it. All right, let's get on what we came here for and get to the shop. All right, we back in the shop. Man. It's time to get to it, man. We gotta get some stuff done today, man. I'm actually like no joke, y'all, no joke. But this is another day. This is another day from when previously in this video. I gotta at least get this motor out today. So the goal is to get this motor out and on the ground today. But before we can get started on that, turn this camera around. Look at the mess we done made. So I let this oil drain out. I didn't got a lot of it up. I used that little scrape mop right there to get all that up. And but as you can see, how much water was in there. And I got it all up. You got that bucket filled up and that one filled to the top. So yeah, it was a lot of oil and water mixed. Good thing about it is, like I say, by that being that color and that milky, it is actually still coming out. I can see it right there. It's still slowly coming up out of there. But anyways, yeah, by that being like that, a good chance that the motor will turn up. I'm gonna actually hop up there in a minute and turn it over. I turned it over by hand. I didn't turn it over by the actual starter, like turning the key. But we're gonna do that. So, but here's what we picked up from. Well, actually, I ordered this off Amazon. This is an oil extractor. Just drains oil. I mean, I drained it from the bottom of the oil pan, so I really technically don't need this. I may just run it in there just to see if anything else is in there. I mean, I bought it, so I might just use it. Now, these napkins here, perfect for that. It's gonna finish that up. It's gonna soak all that oil up off the ground. Got this sitting right here because one of my neighbors likes to use it. But this is what we about to put to use. We finna check the compression. If I can get it open. But we finna check the compression on the cylinders. And that's gonna answer a lot of my questions. Cause like I say, I think the water is getting through the oil pump. And I'm really kind of more so really thinking that because I seen transmission fluid inside of this oil. Well, not transmission fluid, not power steering fluid, yeah, transmission fluid. I seen transmission fluid inside of that oil, and that also runs through that cooler, which let me know there's some type of breach in that cooler. So I'm thinking that's the way the water was getting in. Now, like I said before, earlier, by me letting that water get in there, stay in there for as long as I did, I could have messed the engine up. So we're gonna find that out. So we're gonna use this to really kind of confirm if we mess something up and going in the right direction. But this is a good tool to have anyway. Like, even if you ain't got a shop and you just, you know, work from home, this is a good tool, especially if you plan on working on any type of cars. This is a good tool. This will answer a lot of questions. If you don't got compression, you know something major is wrong. Head gasket, something like that. But yeah, we're gonna use this and yeah, let's put it to the test. All right, y'all, so I done climbed up here. And as y'all can see, it look a mess, but never mind the mess. It was way worse than this not too long ago. See, I redid the floors, I redid the wiring. And I did it all on my own, y'all. First time around, put the motor in. I installed this motor. I actually painted everything before I put the motor in. I just to kind of beat it all up. What is that? Yeah, I done kind of like beat it all up. But which I'll refresh it once I got it running how I want it running. But anyways, that's not what we came up here for. I came up here to see what it turned over. I got everything ran on a switch, which this boat didn't have a switch. See, it came on now. I redid the dash too. You can see some stuff got the, you know, this didn't have a charging pad for it, nor did it have that. I tell you how many volts your battery is. I relocated all the switches. There's another piece that go here. I just ain't got it on because I'm still fixing it. I'll put it all together when I'm get to that point. But anyways, we basically just looking for me to turn this key over right here. And the engine not gonna start. I just wanna hear it turn over instead of being locked up. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. No luck. No, I'm just playing. That's what we wanted to hear. So it's actually turning over, which means it's not locked up. So now the next step is, where the little kit at? Okay, hold on, let me get the kit. The next step is, I think I'm about to work over here. Next step is to find which one of those fit the same size spark plug I got, screw it into the block where the spark plug goes, connect it to that, turn the engine over and read this. Now, a good reading, I believe, if I ain't mistaken, a good reading is anywhere from like 120 and up. But you don't want it too high, so I think like 120 to 180. I gotta look those numbers up, but you want it in the 1 something for sure. So, and we got to do that for all the cylinders. This motor got 8, so we got to do that for all 8. And yeah, let's get to it. I'm gonna actually set this camera up, and we're gonna use the little system that I told you about yesterday. Let's see here, where I'm gonna put it at. So I'm gonna let this like kind of record me itself. Should have brought my fan up here. I done got a little warm. See if it working. Yeah, it's working, y'all. We in there. We got action. All right, let's get these gloves, though. Now, I can kind of just pretty much look at the old spark plug. Yeah, I should have brought my fan up here. It's definitely got warm real quick. But look at the old spark plug and just see exactly what side. What is this dude doing? Oh. Yeah, but look at the old spark plug and kind of see what size it is. It's probably the biggest one. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one. I think it's the biggest one we got. But we just gonna do each cylinder. Like I say, all I'm doing is screwing it directly where the spark plug would go at. Yeah, it was the biggest one too. It ain't got to be extremely tight, just enough to seal. Now that I got that in there, take this, quick connect to it. All right. Now, I wish I had somebody here to hold this for me. So I'm gonna have to just sit it down right there, and then all you do is just turn over the key. Can't even see me, but I gotta lift the camera up a little bit. Lift it up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, so now that I got that connected, like I said, all you do is turn over the key. It'd have been nice to have somebody here to hold it for me, and I can kind of show y'all the reading, but I'm gonna just show y'all the reading anyway. But I'm gonna just pick the thing up and bring it to the camera. But anyways, yeah, just turn over the engine and let's hope and pray we get a good read. Like I said, we're looking for something over 130. So let's go ahead and turn the key, and then we're gonna check that. Damn, it ain't move at all. That ain't a good sign. So make sure I got it hooked up right. But before I do that, my phone keep going off, y'all. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta check this phone. All right, so I ain't getting no reading from that first cylinder I checked. I'm about to try the second one. See what I can get. I got some type of read, but it ain't a good one. I'm gonna show y'all what it is. It ain't moving. Look at this. That's what I mean. See that? It's in the red. It actually show you that ain't good. Green is where it's supposed to be good at. We in the red, which means something internally is damaged. So the whole time I was thinking that it was the oil cooler, and it wasn't a head gasket. Clearly is the head gasket. So I'm gonna try to tell. I'm gonna do all of them. I mean, even with that first cylinder not getting nothing, second cylinder only got like a little bit, probably like 40 PSIs. Definitely gonna need a new motor, but I'm gonna just keep trying. I'm gonna see if I can get a cylinder to read a good read, just so I can show y'all what that look like. But yeah, we'll be taking this motor back out and put a new motor in. Good thing about that is y'all gonna get to learn and watch me do that. Cause like I said, this channel is for now becoming, I'm gonna bring this channel and make it just more transparent as possible. Cause you know, if y'all investing y'all time into me to watch me, I gotta teach y'all so y'all can learn, you know what I'm saying? What's the point of you watching if I ain't teaching you nothing? You know what I'm saying? What's the point? We promoting real content. What's the point of y'all watching me or any other channel if you can't learn nothing from it? You know what I'm saying? Or if you ain't entertained by it, you know what I'm saying? Now, you do got some clowns, so there's a lot of channels to be entertained by. But anyways, yeah, we gonna take this motor out, but like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and check a few more plugs and see if I can get a good reading for y'all. Got a little bit higher with that one. Hope y'all can see it, but it got a little bit higher with that one. 90 PSIs. Some cars can run off, that's still low, but some cars can actually run off that. But that ain't a strong engine, you know what I'm saying? This one getting there. You can read that one, it's 120. Even though, like, that's operational, me personally, I ain't satisfied with that. I need it to be like 150, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me, but that's definitely operational. All right, but we're gonna keep going. I'm hoping to get a good reading, like 175, 170, you know what I'm saying? This one got a little bit higher than that. This one right about like 130. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I done got hot. And I already noticed, I already know the head gasket is bad. I know it's something, well, I ain't gonna necessarily say the head gasket. I'm pretty sure it is, but I already know I need a new motor. And so yeah, I ain't finna keep doing this. Just a little education for y'all, showed y'all how to use this, how to use a engine compression test machine for the people who don't know it, not calling nobody stupid or nothing like that, just showing y'all what to do. But again, like I say, the good thing for y'all is y'all will learn something. Y'all will get to watch me. Man, people be walking past here. Y'all will get to watch me put it in and learn something. You know what I'm saying? The bad thing for me, this motor was almost 10 grand. And I bought it off somebody. With shipping and everything, it was almost 10,000. So they sold me a bad engine. But again, this was my first time putting a motor in a boat. So I was lacking a lot of knowledge that I know now. So I gotta chuck this up as a loss, start all over. But from this point on, I do know what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to check it. But enough with the boat. We're gonna get on the hunt for a new engine. And yeah, let's get that motor out that Jeep, man, so we can get that Jeep out the shop. All right, the first thing you wanna do, taking the motor out, we're gonna take the motor out. I had to put my mic on me because I knew y'all was gonna be close to me, but I mean, the fan was gonna be blowing on me and I wanted y'all to hear my voice. But anyway, the first thing we're gonna do, I ain't gonna bore y'all this whole video and show y'all exactly step by step do y'all how to take this motor out. I'm gonna just feel like I'm gonna show y'all the interesting parts that you know will wanna know. Now, if y'all do wanna see a video, y'all wanna see step by step, me not skipping over nothing on how to take a motor out, then get in the comments, let me know. But right now we're gonna do the most important part. So what I'm about to do first, take the hood off, get the battery unplugged, just take off pretty much all the big stuff. Fenders, front clip, pretty much take the whole front clip off, because my plans is to bring the motor and transmission out at the same time. So yeah, let me get to taking that stuff off, and yeah, let's do it. All right, y'all, so I ain't gonna keep on dragging this video along, but as y'all can see, it's late at night, I'm the only one here. Everybody gone. But I didn't get as far as I wanted to. Obviously, you see the radiator out right there, so I got the front bumper off. And I got it broke down to about as far as I'm gonna do tonight. Now tomorrow when I come in the shop, I will for sure have this out. But all I did pretty much was remove the front, the bumper, of course, the front radiator, disconnected all the hoses. And the next step is to take the wire harness off the engine. pretty much anything that's connected to the body of the car, take it off. You know what I'm saying? So once we get that wiring harness off and anything else that's connected to the body of the car, as far as any hoses, anything to where when I lift this engine up and it's gonna stick to the car, we gotta get that off. So tomorrow, come in and get the wiring harness off, and then we're gonna drive shaft off, and what else? Motor mounts, of course. Okay, fuel line and things like that. Anyways, we're gonna get it completely disconnected, taken out of here, put it on the ground, and then once I get it on the ground, we gotta take all the components off that motor and transfer them over to this one, because as you can see, it's missing a lot of stuff. And yeah, we just gotta transfer it over, drop that in, and then we on to the next. But I'm definitely trying to get this out I ain't even no trying, I definitely gotta get this truck out of my shop before I start anything else. So tomorrow I'm gonna come in and we straight to this, straight standing on business, getting this out. All right, I appreciate y'all for watching the video. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Help me run this thing up. It do get crazy when I'm trying to run it up.
Okay, bye.